So really lively, engaging conversations about the futures of newspapers just there. If you were in charge of a newspaper, commercially speaking, what would you do to innovate, and what would you do to perhaps change the established models?
So if I was in charge of a news brand, I would shift immediately to shared risk, shared reward. Go into partnership in that sense with the clients. If something works, and if news brands are as strong as I believe them to be and as we're told they are by Newsworks, then I can't see that there's any downside for a news brand to do that. And I think that kind of innovation, that kind of creativity would totally shift the model.
There was some discussions about data. Everyone talks about data, but newspapers have attracted a lot of ad revenue for a very long time, very well established. It was a very buoyant market in the past. It's declining, we all know this. But how does data now fit into that picture?
So I think the data gap is the problem. I don't know the circulation of today's Daily Mirror versus the circulation of yesterday's Daily Mirror. So it's very hard for me to really have a strong correlation between advertising in one issue and the sales effect of it, whether that's short-term sales or long-term brand building, in fact, if you build it up. We are short of accurate data in terms of actual readership of papers, of sections of papers, of 1 month's paper versus another month's paper. That's now causing a problem for the newspaper industry.
And to quickly end on a high note, what do you think are the strengths of newspapers?
They are second to none in terms of quality content, quality journalism. I think everybody in this market loves newspapers, loves the opinions of newspapers. Even if you're not someone who calls yourself a newspaper reader, when the Sun or the Mirror or one of the red tops takes a point of view on MPs' expenses or what's going on in X Factor, then you're drawn into the story. News brands are really vibrant, journalists are really vibrant. It's the business model that isn't working.